Mayfield crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Carry for Nick Chubb, and not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. So we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throw on second down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The keeper.
Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they had the fumble time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflection for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
T.J. Watt. Ben Roethlisberger's sack.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from... And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 39 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that. The offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
That's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Boswell for the extra point. Stretches the lead to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts.
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball, so stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Vince Williams.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it, blocking it, and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he, but he dropped it in the end zone.
Johnson.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper.
Mayfield's
and he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Good protection there. No, that was great protection there. Allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mayfield on first down, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
No, ahead with a move.
Man.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran QB, Ben Roethlisberger. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense now with a football first in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Come on, bring it, baby.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 68 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over.
The Steelers defense getting ready here. And of these highlights that we show here, I think the big thing to put an asterisk next to, 3 fumbles.
Swarming, swooping, making it happen, knocking the ball free. So many teams work on it, but you don't see it work quite as well as we're seeing here in this game. And it mix in taking one out of the air a little bit too. This team is swarming like crazy and making big plays.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Browns.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Mayfield with it once more. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Receiver downfield, offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check that! White 80! Coming to you, coming to you! Check white 80!
He'll keep it himself. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Here's Roethlisberger. Fights off the defender.
Roethlisberger on
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he floated one out there incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. It turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Look at the scoreboard. You'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
36. Browns 3.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can...
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is!
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked. A fumble on the play.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on a short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The play, the ruling on the field stands.
Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 43, Browns 3. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball at the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
To throw, Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's up, man?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
The Pittsburgh offense at start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. It's on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Steelers first down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the turnover last time would have been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Just bowling over tacklers. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Hello, partner. Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Steeler.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The tackle by Sione.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Steeler. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, we're on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.